Welcome back, guys, to another video. Here is your boy Ore Capitals. Today we're going to be going through some trades I took this week, but mainly it's going to be the two trades that I mainly wanted to share with you guys, my insights, how I was able to come about the setup, and why I chose to enter at this price level with the stop losses, and all the breakdown in terms of the simple to the advanced level details of how I was able to catch these two trades. So we're talking about US30. We're going to start with US30, and then we're going to finish it off with New Zealand USD. So these are the two trades that I'll be going through. Two currencies that I'll be going through and breaking down the trades that I took on them. So hopefully you guys will learn from this video. But before we start, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, or what kind of videos you want to see in the future upcoming. Also, if you want to interact with me on a day-to-day basis and see what I'm up to in the day-to-day, please follow me on my Instagram. It's o.acapitals, and also check out my Telegram. All of this is going to be in the link description below, and obviously, as you can see, it's going to be on the screen somewhere where you can follow my social media pages. This is where I'm more active in. Please check them out and let me know what you guys think, and more content you want to see. But without further ado, let's get into the video. We're going to start off with the US30. This is one of the trades that I took that was posted on my Telegram. I was post like a little clip here on my screen so you can see what I'm talking of when I send it to the Telegram. So initially, this is how I had my setup as. So this is what I posted on my Telegram. So because first of all, I identified there was a sweep of liquidity here, because this is the last candle that caused price to break below this low here. So therefore, I was waiting. Obviously, therefore, I can see that price has retraced, traced but up here and broken past this wick above here. However, because price didn't close above this wick, I knew for a fact this was just a sweep of liquidity or a fake breakout, as however you want to see it as. So then, because I know this was a fake breakout or sweep of liquidity, what my next area that I thought price would then come was, I identified this fair value gap or imbalance, as so to speak. And also we can see that price has also swept this, this bearish candle that caused price to move to the upside. So, we have first confirmation as a fake breakout. Second confirmation is price caused a change in character, meaning price has closed below these, bearish candles that caused the move to the upside. And, there's a fair value gap or imbalances, below our area of interest, which then supports that, price is most likely to push down to this level at least. Now moving forward, so we can see that price has swept past our area of interest here. So which I didn't take initially because, which I did take, matter of fact, because I did not consider that this was the Asian high at that point in time. And therefore, once London session started, it needs to take out that Asian high, which again is another fake breakout, from what we saw last here. So then we can even put this as another fake breakout here. Another fake breakout, which and we have a smooth, push down with London session coming in, sweeping this low here, confirming that price is continuing to the downside here. So which is a good thing, as this confirms that bears are still in control of the market, so to speak. So now that we have two confirmations on our entry. So first we have a sweep of liquidity, or / breakout or fake breakout. Second of all, we see a huge push to the downside, which shows strong momentum from price action, meaning that we're more likely to see a continuation to the downside in the London session. So therefore, by these two confirmations, I was able to know that this is a good setup where I can find a sell trade to the downside. Now, let's see how price plays out. So we see that obviously price starts to consolidate, we can see that, you know, it's building up liquidity here. So as we can see here, so once I've seen this, I realized that, you know, there's imbalances at the top of these liquidity, which is a good thing, because that means that price would then push up hugely, you know, take out all that liquidity at this top, at this, you know, high of this, of both wicks, and obviously accumulate any orders that wasn't accumulated because of that huge momentum that caused at the start of the London session, as we can see here. So now that we know, let me just slow this down a little bit. So now that we know that price has been, you know, creating some liquidity on the upside, and we can see a nice fair value gap between, you know, the last candle that pushed price up before pushing down. And again, we have another confirmation, which is the break of structure. So we have three confirmations of, we have fake breakout, you know, we have a strong momentum pushing that price down, causing a break of structure. We have liquidity at the top here and an imbalance, which these three confirmations tells me that price is most likely to continue to the downside, or at least to come at this area here, at least sweep the closing of this bearish candle that we can see here. So this is how I was thinking just during the time of the day when I seen how price was playing out. So then my next move was to put a sell limit here with my stop loss just above this wick, obviously to give enough room. As you can see, this is how, you know, I literally entered. I put in my entry price, my stop losses, and my take profit was around here, as I put partials and break even to kind of make sure, because I know in the morning price is very, very volatile, so therefore I didn't want to have a huge you know, take profit where, you know, the price will literally just go close to a reasonable area that I could take profit rather just being greedy. I understood that market, you know, tends to reverse, especially with the US30, because New York session starts around 11:30, 12. So it's very important that I will make sure I'm taking enough profits before that reversal comes in at lunchtime. So as you can see, so as I said, now that we've identified these three confirmations, now, you know, let's watch how price plays out. Price is, you know, consolidating, playing out, and we see that smooth hit. As you can see, that nice hit at literally opening of New York session, or, you know, and then price comes to our order block or area interest, you know, hits it, and then a strong push to the downside, you know, to hit our, you know, break even and our first take profit level. So this is literally how I was able to identify US30 based on, you know, market, you know, behaviors, change of market structures, and finding areas of interest that we can use to enter our trade, you know, with a few confirmations like liquidity and fair value gap below our area of interest. So these are very, very, very important, that something that we should keep in mind as traders. So yeah, that's just my first breakdown on US30. So this trade here was another one that I took, and I think price is around here at this time. So initially I was looking at the higher time frame, waiting for price to react of this order block on the higher time frame, as we can see here. So, you know, obviously in the higher time frame it will be much more clearer area of interest or order block that I was using to waiting for a reaction. So once I've seen that price has reacted off this order block, pushed down, you know, and obviously you start to push it back up again. However, when I then realize this might be a beautiful entry or sell trade is when I start realizing that price was, you know, taking out lows on the lower time frame here. So as you can see, so this was the candle. So obviously we can see price is building up, you know, we can see high lows, high lows. And then once I've seen that price has taken out this low here, which caused that high to happen, I start looking for sell trades, because I believe that, you know, there's a change in the market sentiment, meaning that the bears are starting to take control of the current frame in intraday's you know, sessions. And obviously this was in the morning during the London session again. You know, so that's why it's very, very important to understand, you know, identify what kind of session you're trading in. And normally London sessions and New York sessions tend to have the most volume, so then it will make sense for me to look at, you know, the session I'm in, the market structure, meaning is it a bearish structure, is it a bullish structure, and is market reacting on my area of interest is, you know, as how I want it to or how I perceived it to be, or is it not respecting? So these are the things that you always got to be mindful of when looking at the chart. So as you can see here, this is the first clean break of structure or change of character. We can clone this and put this here. So what this tells me is that there's a change in, you know, in power, in terms of buying power of this, from buyers to sellers, as we can see here. So if this is showing me that, you know, sellers are taking control, then what area would price would normally retrace to before we can see a continuation to the downside? And bear in mind, news was supposed to come around 1:30 during this time. So obviously this was very, very crucial and very important to understand that, you know, risk management, you know, not risking more than 1% of your trade, and also having, you know, reasonable stop loss and entry price. So as you can see, so let's play and see how the market move. So we can see, obviously, market takes out this low here. So again, it's that liquidity, and then, you know, all these equal lows and equal highs, market takes it out, you know, meaning that this is a strong, you know, it's a strong structure that price will more likely to push to the upside, as you can see here. And obviously price is creating, you know, liquidities above each level, you can see here, and a beautiful entry to our you know, order block or area of interest that, you know, we perceive it to be, hitting our entry price and pushing straight down, clearing low, you know, that started this high and coming to this low, you know, which started that push to our previous area of interest or previous order block on a higher time frame. So it's very, very important for you to know it, and for you to know where to put your TPs, and, you know, your break evens and your stop losses are, you know, based on higher time frame. That's why we always start on a higher time frame, to see the whole market structure, and then from that point we can know what swing points to look for, or in other words, area of interests and imbalances and order blocks that we can, you know, use to enter into the market, so that we can have a nice, you know, high probable trade which can profit us a nice you know, risk to reward.